A baby boy has become the first in the world to be born using a new egg screening technique. Oliver is the first baby born using the technique that could double the odds of an implanted embryo taking hold in the womb. He was born to a mother who had 13 failed attempts at IVF. Well, Professor Simon Fischel is Managing Director of Care Fertility Group, and he joins us now from Nottingham. Good afternoon. Well, congratulations, first of all. Explain what you did.
Thank you. Well, the important thing for us was to try to find a technology that would be able to check all the chromosomes that are either in an egg or an embryo, so that we can have an objective test of these chromosomes before putting an embryo back into the womb. Having chromosome problems is the largest single cause of why embryos don't develop or miscarry after we try to attempt a pregnancy through IVF or even naturally.
Oliver's mother clearly was very desperate for a baby. I mean, 13 failed attempts at IVF is an awful lot. She must have been just astonished.
Well, of course, every baby that is born is a beautiful baby, but this was a special miracle for them. Fortunately, they had the resources, emotional as well as anything else, to keep going, and they were around at the time we just developed this technology, and it was the first time that we used this technology and the first time that they tried the technology, and Oliver resulted. So they are, of course, absolutely overjoyed, as we all are.
When you talk of resources, do you also mean money? Because obviously I presume it's an expensive treatment. Is it the sort of treatment that is going to be available to so many other women, so many other couples who are desperate for a child?
Well, you're absolutely right. We're in a catch-22 at the moment. The technology is horrendously expensive, but it will go down in price quite dramatically once the volume increases. So the more that people use it, the cheaper we can make it. But at the moment, we have to have this technology used at a cost that is pretty expensive and prove that it's going to be beneficial to a wide range of patients, so that when more people use it, the cost will come down quite dramatically. But it's a volume-related thing, unfortunately.
Professor Fischel, thank you very much for joining us. A powerful earthquake measuring 7 on the Richter scale has hit Indonesia, reportedly killing at least 15 people. The earthquake struck the southern coast on the main island of Java. Thousands of people streamed out of office buildings in the capital, Jakarta, as buildings began swaying. Homes have reportedly been flattened in villages closer to the epicenter. Emergency crews in California say they are optimistic that they can control an intense wildfire that has been burning since last week north of Los Angeles. In some places, the flames have been so intense that they've created their own mini tornadoes of fire. At least 60 homes have been destroyed and 12,000 people have had to flee the fires, which have scorched an area of around 200 square miles. Now, I'm sure plenty of people have had that Dragon's Den moment. You suddenly come up with an invention which you think could make you millions. But how do you stop someone from pinching it? Well, Trevor Bayliss, the man who came up with the wind-up radio, says there's not enough protection for inventors from big companies. He's now written to the business secretary asking to change the law. Nick Hine reports.
It's just the sort of mildly eccentric place where you might expect to find one of Britain's most famous inventors. Eel Pie Island in the middle of the Thames is home to Trevor Bayliss, the man who invented the clockwork radio. Now Mr. Bayliss aims to make life easier for his fellow inventors by changing the law. Inventors take out patents on their ideas to stop other people copying them. But if an idea is stolen, the lone inventor may find having a patent isn't much help.
If I was to nick your car, which is worth, say, what, 10,000 quid, I could go to jail, all right? But if I was to nick your patent, which could be potentially worth £1 million, right, you'd have to sue me. But if I was a